Do you feel like your questions have been answered so far? Like some of the things that have been brought up over the past 4 years are starting to get answered in these first few that you've filmed?
You know, I think that in terms of kind of the questions, the mysteries that were introduced in the first season, The Observers is really the only key one that has never really been dealt. I don't want to say dealt with because they're always been dealt with because it's like they're always there, but that has never really been resolved. So and given that this season is all about The Observers, I think that makes this kind of the perfect season and the perfect way to end the series. And I think it's going to be pretty much a fast train ride to the end.
It's not a bad way to end things. It's pretty much a good thing to, you don't want to leave the fans disappointed. And it seems like they're going high speed towards the end. So that's.
Yeah, I think when it's over, the fans will miss it, but I don't think they'll be disappointed at all.
It's a good way to leave them. I know you've talked about wanting romance for Broyles. That might not necessarily be in the cards for you this year, but is there anything else you really hope to get to do before Fringe concludes?
Wow. I really want a chance to shoot guns a lot. And I've already had a chance to do some of that, and it was fun, you know, because when you're a kid growing up, it's funny. I always joke with my wife about this, how when we talk about shows that we watched when we were kids, and she watched kind of different shows, and I'd be like, well, I might have watched that a little bit, but if there was too much talking, I got bored because I wanted to get to something that either made me laugh, and for me, making me laugh, that meant the Three Stooges, or it meant something where people were running, jumping, shooting, and fighting. So I really wanted Broyles to be able to do some of that before he goes.
Hey, that's not a bad thing to get to have. Are there any guest stars you really want to have back before the series concludes?
Wow, I mean, we've had some great guest stars. The person that, a couple of people came in my mind, but the person that comes to my mind immediately, and of course now I can't think of his name. Oh my goodness, I mean, he's an icon. He's one of the stars of Taxi.
Was he been on the show?
Yes, he's been on our show. He's been on our show.
I'm trying to think of who that is.
He talked like this, and at one point he played the piano like that. Remember? Oh, my goodness.
Chris Lloyd?
Thank you.
Okay. I wasn't sure if he was on Taxi. I was like, that's a really good impression of him, but I wasn't sure if he was on Taxi.
Or Jackie Mason, depending on.
Okay, so did you get to interact with him the first time he was on the show? I don't remember.
I had one scene with him.
Okay.
And we didn't really, the scene was really between him and Walter.
Right, it was much more about him and Walter.
Yeah. And I just remember, he's just one of those actors, when you meet somebody, we were standing next to each other before a take. And I just wanted to introduce myself. And, when we're in this business, actors tend to address each other by their first names, but there's certain actors that when you meet, you just say Mr. And that was, excuse me, Mr. Lloyd. But, he just, for me, it's not just his level of stardom, but it's who he is as an actor.
Yeah.
That, he just, he develops that, I can't think of the word I'm looking for. He commands that kind of respect.
Yeah. He's definitely a very big presence on screen.
Yeah.
Is there anyone you really hope to work with more before the series?
I really want to do more stuff with Walter. Walter, I'm calling people by their character name.
That's
I really want to
John.
do more stuff with John. But who doesn't?
Yeah. Broyles and Walter have a great dynamic, so.
I love our dynamic, and I just, John, I don't want to get too sentimental. He's just, forget about how much people revere him and respect him as an actor. Everybody loves John. I mean, that guy is just, he's a classy, classy guy.